Wrestling fans, guys, I understand. I think we all understand that WWE is in the Performance Center. They are live in the Performance Center with no audience. Absolutely no audience except the camera crew, except the people that are working for the WWE in the Performance Center. However, does that mean that Monday Night Raw, and for that matter, last week's SmackDown, does that mean that half the show has to be filled up with the Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber? Seriously. Now I want to dive into all that plus so much more here on this review, including WrestleMania 36 being yanked away from Tampa Bay and being moved to the Performance Center. And by the way, wrestling fans, that's either going to make or break WrestleMania. Just the fact that it's going to be in front of 0 people. 0. Now, wrestling fans, I understand that this huge, nasty, disgusting virus is going around all over the nation, all over the globe, and it's having a nasty effect on the WWE, AEW, everything across this entire world. But does that give WWE any type of wrestling promotion and excuse to put on a lackluster show at best? No. And we're going to dive into that here in just a minute. But before we do, wrestling fans, you all do your part by becoming a subscriber today. Make sure you do that. Make sure you hit that bell button. And make sure you leave me a comment and a big thumbs up down below. It is much appreciated. Now, let's dive into this Monday Night Raw, shall we? Outside of the Royal Rumble that they showed in its entirety, which, if you ask me, they could have stopped after number 15 when they showed Drew McIntyre dump Brock Lesnar over the top rope with the Claymore kick, which pretty much that set up the main event to WrestleMania, because everybody knows by now that Drew McIntyre won the Royal Rumble matchup. Everybody, anybody that's been keeping up with wrestling for any length of time at all as of late knows that Drew McIntyre won the Royal Rumble and knows what the main event is. So if they wanted to just give us a refresher or give a refresher to the fans that watch every once in a while but don't watch on a weekly basis, they could have stopped at number 15. That shows the build up to it. Bam. Move on from there. Wrestling fans, WWE. I think every wrestling fan that is watching me right now would be in agreement when I say you could bring more of your Raw roster or your SmackDown roster to the Performance Center than what you brought tonight. Just think about it. I mean, just think about it. You had the phenomenal AJ Styles. Somebody we always love to see on Monday Night Raw. He genuinely makes the show better when he's in attendance. We saw the Undertaker. We saw One matchup. One. Andrade versus Rey Mysterio. And we saw Edge. Outside of that, Becky Lynch and Stone Cold Steve Austin. That's it. That's it. The other part was the Royal Rumble. WWE could have filled up more time doing stuff with their Raw roster. Did they? Absolutely not. I mean, are you afraid that you're going to stink up the joint with your other Raw performers? Are you afraid of that? Now, I do understand that having the Raw and SmackDown shows in the Performance Center where there's no attendance, nobody in the audience, nobody sitting there, absolutely breaks a show. I'm telling you, with nobody cheering, with nobody booing, believe me, I've been to shows where the crowd has sat on their hands. It makes the show just drag. And then you go to shows where the crowd is going absolutely wild. And those shows are awesome. I'm telling you, Performance Center, the shows here lately, it's just... I've watched videos on YouTube and music on YouTube more tonight than I have as of late. More. I mean, I'm serious. I hate saying it, but I did. Now, I'm not saying that the contract signing wasn't bad, because it was all right. You know, showed an aggressive side of the Undertaker, kind of what we expected. Honestly, I thought they might have set up a table and had both of them inside the ring, AJ Styles and the Undertaker, and AJ Styles goes through the table. You wouldn't have gotten a response, but still, it would have made for a nice effect for us through the TV. I mean, seriously. You know, just because you're at the Performance Center doesn't mean you have to change everything. I mean, I understand you have to change, you know, some things as far as their entrance, as far as how they look. You know, you're not going to have the Undertaker come down in his, you know, customary coat and, you know, his hat and all that stuff, and the lights come up and all that. You can't do everything with it, and of course the pyro and all that. You're at the Performance Center, you know. Speaking of which, you know, this is going to be, you know, WrestleMania 36 being at the Performance Center. I'm just thinking. I don't know about this show. I'm going to watch it. I know this thing's going to be 4 or 5 hours long. But it's going to be hard trying to sit through it. I'm going to tell you. Y'all let me know what you're thinking about it in the comments below. I mean, I know why they moved it. I honestly wish they would have kind of moved the date. You know, that way people could have shown up. But I'm sure they're just giving refunds back and all that kind of good stuff. But still, whatever. WrestleMania 36 being moved to the Performance Center. It's like, whatever. The show must go on in the WWE. As far as anything else that happened, Stone Cold Steve Austin's segment was kind of what you'd expect. A national holiday! 316 is a national holiday. And everything that he ran off tonight, what 316 meant, and of course Byron Saxton coming down and getting stunned. We all knew that was going to happen. He was the one getting involved with everything. I actually enjoyed it. Honestly, it would have been better if Michael Cole was the one that just ran down and got stunned. But this isn't SmackDown tonight, so Michael Cole couldn't. But honestly, that would have been cooler if Michael Cole came down and, just interrupted everything. May I have your attention, please? Did that old gimmick for, one night only, so. But of course, we're not going to get that anytime soon. But Byron Saxton got stunned, and the show went off the air after Austin did the "what" chant a couple times and ran down what Austin 316 Day meant for the WWE, and every single day from now on. So, I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, leave me a thumbs up amongst everything that I said at the beginning of this review. Wrestling fans, I really hope the next couple weeks leading up to WrestleMania is better. Edge, Orton, last man standing. Can only say, I think Edge is going to win. But you're not going to hear my full preview and predictions of that match and everything else until we get closer to WrestleMania. But I'm getting out of here, wrestling fans. And until I see you again, catch you on the other side.